Hello, everybody. It is the Reverend Stephen McHale walking on Friday morning from my house over to the Blue Dot Cafe. That's where my wife is doing some work. I've got my faithful companion, Bear, with me. Bear, his goal on these walks is to pee as much as possible at every single location. He and the other dogs in the neighborhood apparently communicating through their scents this way. It does slow down our walk a bit, but as the further we go, the less he has left in him to share. So then we move a little faster. The Blue Dot Cafe over on Encinal, it's right off Encinal and Chestnut, right near St. Joe's there, is one of my go-to places in my whole life. I know the owners well, James and Megan. They are great, super community-minded people. They have art from St. Joe's on the walls all the time from the school kids, and they operate really kind of a community hub that happens to serve pretty good coffee. And I love hanging out there and getting my work done. The Wi-Fi is not very good, which, is a very modern complaint, but in a way that helps me to focus more, because sometimes I just can't really use the internet that effectively. I'm walking along today, just kind of reflecting on this period in the season of Lent. Last night we wrapped up our Beyonce midweek evening services, and right on schedule. The weather is not behaving Lenten at all. It's really too nice to feel gloomy, but I'm doing my best to feel gloomy. So we'll see. So let's see, one thing coming up very soon, just tomorrow, Saturday, the 5th, we're gonna have a memorial service for our dear sister, Fran Sweet, who died a few weeks ago after a 10-year struggle with Alzheimer's, which is just the worst. It's just the worst, the way it slowly seems to erode a person's, their core. It's heartbreaking to watch, and the grief that comes with Alzheimer's is complex, because the relationship that a person has with their loved one, it changes, and I don't want to say it fades, but it changes emotional intensity, or maybe relational intensity, so much over the long span of that disease that by the time an Alzheimer's patient dies, they may be somewhat distant from the people who care for them, and their quality of life is generally not that good, and that means their death is really bittersweet. It mixes the grief of loss and the sadness that accompanies that, often with some relief that that person's suffering is over, and that long state of limbo has passed, and the patient and the caregivers can all move on. And then that comes with some guilt, because you don't want to feel relief when someone you love dies, but it's all mixed in there together and difficult to separate. So that's a very long way of saying, please pray for our dear brother Al Sweet, as we say farewell to his wife, the deacon, the Reverend Fran Sweet, tomorrow. That'll be at 2 p.m. The following day, Sunday, we'll be at church, and it's going to be a full Sunday, we've got a regular old 8:30 service. Then between the services, we're going to have a training / orientation for folks who help out during the services. Those are the lay Eucharistic ministers, the table ministers, the readers and intercessors, the folks at the prayer bench, and the lay Eucharistic visitors, the people who take communion and share it with people who can't make it to church. Then we'll have a big 10:15 service. It's the first Sunday of the month, so the children will be with us in church. Following that service, during coffee hour, we're going to have a presentation from our social justice ministry on the shelter that just wrapped up for the season, on our shower program, which is booming, and talk about what comes next and how we may expand our services to our most vulnerable neighbors. We need your opinions and input as we make these decisions together as a church. I need your help so I don't come off as a self-righteous preacher who says, well, this is what Jesus would do. You can hold me accountable for that, hopefully, or you could try at least. And we want to make this as participatory as possible as together we figure out how to be a church and a community. I hope you can get out on this gorgeous day. May God bless you, and may you share those blessings with the people you love.